There are other people running for office. In fact, if you get your ballot, there's a slew of gubernatorial candidates, and we've got one in the Central Valley today, and I think for the next couple of days, who's actually sort of, he's pretty hot amongst the Tea Party folks, and we welcome him to the show now. His name is Larry Naritelli. Larry, did I get the last name right?
You did get it right, Inga. Thank
Okay.
you for having me on.
Well, I went to college. So, well, thank you for coming on the show. I welcome you. Now, are you a Republican? Are you a...
Yes, I'm a Republican, a lifelong Republican, and I voted in every election since I was 18.
Wow. Well, then you've voted more than some of the major candidates for office.
Yes,
Unless you're 21, and then, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm 53, so it's voting is one of the most important things we do. There really can be never an excuse not to vote because the people we elect are going to be in power the next 2 to 4 years. So, it's a very, very important responsibility that every American has, and I encourage everyone to get out there and vote.
Why, Larry, do you want to be governor of the state of California?
Well, I think I have the solutions to fix our problems. We need to get back to our Republican values, our traditional conservative values that Ronald Reagan taught us, because a lot of the problems we're having today are because of the progressive leadership that we've had over the last 12 to 15 to 20 years, either in the legislature or coming from the governor's office. And every time they keep going and developing more and more progressive policies, things keep getting worse and worse and worse. So I think we need to have a governor who's going to stand up for the people. I've traveled up and down this state, and almost everybody knows what's wrong with our state and with our government, except those that are in Sacramento. So I'm standing up for the people, and together we'll be able to fix all these problems.
Do you, like me, find it fascinating, Larry? I was watching Fox tonight, and they were doing the numbers were coming in on the different elections, which I guess I need to give everybody an update on those. But the numbers were coming in, and they were talking about the anti-incumbent attitude, the anti-establishment attitude. And one of the guests on Hannity was talking about how people are tired of the spending. They're sick of this out-of-control spending. And I thought, no, they're really not. They must not be, because in California, we keep sending the same people or the same type of people back to Sacramento.
Well, that's not going to happen this year. I think we're going to have a lot of people that are elected throughout our state that are going to be representative of the Tea Party movement and of those who believe in fiscal responsibility. That the spending is just something that causes big government. The more spending the government does, the bigger it gets, the more it takes away our freedoms and rights, and the higher the taxes go. And we lose our wealth, we lose our freedoms, and I think the people are saying, they're standing up, they're flying that Gadsden flag, and they're saying, look, we want our country back, and it's the country of the people, by the people, and for the people, not of the government, by the government, and for the government.
Why do you say, Larry Naritelli, we're talking to Larry Naritelli, candidate for governor, why do you say that, why do you attach taxation and our money with our freedoms?
Well, the higher the taxes are, the less money it takes out of your pockets, the less ability you have to develop a business. It's an attack on the free market system, the capitalist system, and also a lot of the policies that are being developed, such as AB 32 or cap and trade, are an attempt to overturn our Declaration of Independence and our Constitution. The foreign interests in this that we're standing up against have gotten people in our own government in this country to try and develop foreign treaties that overwrite our Constitution. And, a lot of these policies that continue to take our freedoms away and tax us higher and higher are very similar to what happened before the first American Revolution. And that's why people are coming out in the Tea Parties. They see it. They see big government taking over, taking their farms back, taking their land back, taking their business property back, and they don't like it. They're ready to stand up and fight. And we're gonna change all of the people in government, no matter what party, who are representing these progressive values.
We've got about a minute before the break, and I'm hoping maybe you can stay with us. I don't know what time you have to bail, but I'm hoping maybe you can stay with us after the top of the hour.
Sure.
In case people want to talk to you. Okay. I got to ask you about water. One of the number one on your list of things to do, should you be governor, is to work on our water system. So I'm getting the sense that you get the great crisis that ag is in the Central Valley.
Yes, and that was one of the first things I did when I got involved in the Tea Party movement, was go up there and just start talking to the farmers and And that's where I saw the horrible things that the government is doing by taking third and fourth generation farmers out of business by cutting off their water supplies. That's an act of war by the government against the people, and it needs to stop. In fact, you just mentioned at the start of the show that the salmon that was served at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Salmon are not an endangered species. They're farmed. They're served in every restaurant in the country, yet they're being used along with the Delta smelt as an excuse to turn off the water to the farmers.
So what role does the governor play?
Well, the governor can just step in there and make sure that the water is not used to take away people's land. The governor can get in there and put the sheriff down by those pumps and make sure those pumps are operating, fill the reservoirs during the rainy season so that we have enough water during the times of drought, and we can have water to keep our agricultural sector operating and working.
All right. How do people find you, Larry, should they want to?
They can go to my website, Naritelli2010.com. That's Naritelli 2010.com, and they can check out all my stances on the issues and my positions, and they can send me an email through that website.
Okay.
Although I get 1,000 emails a day.
Well, good. I mean, that's fantastic. And you are going to be in the Central Valley where you've got a couple of different stops this week. I know you're doing something with one of my favorite Valley candidates, Ken Metler, this week. What are you going to be? Where are you going to be?
I'm going to be at the MIQ School, O'Doherty Hall, 884 North Lemoore Ave in Lemoore on Friday, May 21st from 6 to 9.
Excellent.
There's a candidate forum there. And the Young Republicans of King County are putting it on, and I'm happy to come up there and speak to everyone and meet everyone and say hi to all my friends.
Well, I will tell you, your name has shown up a lot on my Facebook, so I know there's a lot of happy people who just heard us talking to each other. And I'm going to go ahead and let you go and have your life. But, Larry, I hope you'll come on again so we can talk to you some more about some of your vision. I love the fact that you're prepared to do this. These two people at the top have got a heck of a lot of money. And the fact that you're prepared to continue to fight and continue to get your name out there, I find very impressive. So will you come on with us again?
Yes, I will. And it's not about the money, it's about the people. So we're going to stand up for the people.
Well, Rand Paul showed tonight that it can be done. Larry Naritelli, thank you so much for your time tonight. Again, folks, you can go to Naritelli2010.com. We'll be right back. I'm Inga. This is KMJ.